Hey y'all, what's going on? I haven't been making any recent videos. Apologize for that. I'm in the gym, as you can see. Yeah, got the barbells in the back. So I'm doing buys and tries, dumbbells. I'm doing dumbbells and bars today. Happy New Year. What did I say? Thursday, January 28th, 2016. I haven't been really working out like I told y'all I would. A lot of things been going on. So still depressed a little bit. That's okay. But I do plan on, I know I was going to do I live out in Winmore, PA, right outside of Philly. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the USA. Haven't really been working out like I should, like I promised. And like I said, a lot of things been going on. So today, I'm going to have to start doing it. So today's buys and tries. Tomorrow will be, buys, tries, and then tomorrow I think will be back. So, hopefully I can stick with the 7-day plan. I'm going to start, so you'll know when I'm working out because I'm planning on doing a video every day. I'm just taking a little break right now. Just started my dumbbell routine. Other than that, we've been getting a lot of snow out here. I live close to Philadelphia. It's maybe a few blocks away. I'm out in the suburbs. So I got a lot of snow. I think it started Friday night. So, oh man, that must have killed me, shoveling all that doggone snow. I gotta get me a snow, one of those battery operated lithium-ion snow blowers, man. That thing was killing me. Yeah, I was sore for a few days. I didn't even try to attempt to work out. But like I said, I really haven't been working out like I should. A lot of things been going on. Life been going on, so. Usually the workouts kept me busy, so I haven't been putting my time towards it right now. I will be turning 50 January 31st, so that's a little depressed about that. I don't know, where have my life gone? It's time really flies. I mean, it's crazy, man. I can't believe I'm 50. I mean, I don't look 50. I don't feel 50, but doggone it. Tell you one thing, I'm glad I never took steroids. I'm glad I never really drank or smoked. I mean, I don't drink or smoke. I don't do drugs. I mean, if I would have took steroids back in my 20s, I'm pretty sure I'd be messed up. And if I probably would have drank and smoked, I know. It's all my dumbbells. I'm pretty sure, let me show you a picture that I want to look like eventually. I want y'all to see that. So, try to bring it into the light. This is a picture I've had this for a while. I just got it blown. I forgot where I got this picture from. I could have got it off of Muscle and Fitness as an advertisement, but let me see. Let's see if y'all can see it. I just got it blown up. So, I always like this picture. I'm going to get a poster out of this one day. I think I got it out of Muscle and Fitness magazine. But, yeah. It's a nice picture. I would like to look like that naturally, of course. I'm still on my vegetarian diet. I was cheating a little bit, KFC and all that good stuff. KFC and Popeye. So, I won't be doing that again. Still on a vegetarian diet. My hair's getting long too. My ponytail's growing out. So hopefully, I don't know if you can see it. It's getting there. It used to be real long at one time. You could hardly see it. But yeah, it used to be a lot longer. Could probably see it a little bit. Yeah, it used to. Yeah, so that's how long it is. So I'm letting it grow out. I had to get it cut for a job one time, so I promised myself I don't give a damn. The job paid $1,000 an hour. I would never cut my hair because a part of my soul left when I did that, and I sold out to the man. You'll never sell your integrity or your morals or beliefs. So what we gonna talk about? Well, shit, I shouldn't be talking. I should be working out. Cause I gotta finish do my dumbbells. Yeah, I gotta get something I could set up where I could work out. But yeah, I wanna probably in March, January, probably in April. I'm gonna take my shirt off and probably be doing some posing for y'all. Really, it's too cardio. The snow out there. I've only been doing cardio. You know, my cardio ain't there like it used to be. Vegetarian diet, lentils, quinoa, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, lentils, split peas. The frozen vegetables, of course, kale, broccoli, carrots, spinach, frozen vegetables, still juicing. Well, I use the fiber for my juice. I still have a lot of the fiber left over. I always keep it in these little jars in the refrigerator. I just reconstitute that with some organic organic apple juice. And the thing about it is the good bacteria, because I have a bottle. When I reconstitute the fiber with the apple juice, I add a little fiber and with the apple juice blended, put it in a glass jar in the refrigerator. And you think it's sweet. After a day, I guess all the good bacteria eats up all the sugar. So it kind of tastes a little bitter. And it has like an alcohol type of. It doesn't get you drunk, but it's like kombucha they sell at Whole Foods. That's so overpriced, it's ridiculous. It's something similar to that. And it's not really even sweet, like I said, because the good bacteria feeds on the sugar. So it's something a little healthy for you. I plan on doing a detox. You can see my hair now a little bit. Let me tell you, well, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to Trinidad. Grew up around the Philadelphia area, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Germantown. I forgot what I was going to say, doggone it. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so still doing a vegan diet thing. It's done, Yeah, I do crave KFC, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to cut that out. Pretty soon, I think I'm at 206 now. 206. I'm not as strong like I used to be, so I'm taking it light. Taking it kind of light, so that's kind of depressing when you're getting back into working out. So, relationship wise, not really talking to anybody right now. It's hard. It's hard. Dating life is difficult, man. It's hard. Dating is hard. It's tough out there, but I'm not the marrying kind, so I don't plan on getting married. I probably would never get married. I'm not take another mirror there. So, just watch the Hodge twins. Shout out to the Hodge twins. Shout out to Kevin Lavone. I thought he was gonna go to the Mr. Olympia last year. I know he was I know Kevin Lavone is ridiculous. I didn't know when he gets off of the drugs, he really gets off of me, but he has incredible genetics. I tell you, I really didn't know. Once he finished the Mr. he just got off of everything, just like that. So, and then when the Mr. Olympia was around the corner, he'd just go back on and blow up. That's amazing to me. But anyway, shout out to Kevin Lavone. Kev. Let's see you one day. But, yeah, ain't nothing new. Sticking to the vegetarian diet. Yeah, do I have cravings? Of course I do. I have cravings for KFC. Probably like the worst things you can eat, right? But yeah, I'm gonna stick to my diet. It sucks, but what you gonna do? Um, yeah, so that's about it. So hopefully I'll be in better spirits. Like I said, a lot of things going on. I need to get back into my hardcore training. Um, Relationship wise, it's hard, man. It's difficult. Relationships. I'm not the one. I'm not going to get married. But I like to find someone nice. But most of these women out here, they only out for money. What you gonna do? And guys, find someone who really loves you for you, not because of the material things you have. Because when all that's gone, when all that material things is gone and all the trips and stuff, guess what? She's out the door too. So, unless you met her when you had nothing, then that's a different story. Yeah, so relationship wise, ain't nothing new going on. And yeah, never let anyone, a woman or guy, disrespect you, man. Especially if you're dating, whatever the case, you gotta cut them loose. Don't let nobody disrespect you like that. I don't know, when you start dating women, it seems like they think they could talk to you any type of way, but you will have to put your foot down. Yep. And who else? Whose videos I've been watching? Greg Valentino. Shout out to Greg Valentino. Love his videos. He always has some good stories. Shout out to Rick Drayson. Good videos. Hopefully I can make it one day to the Mecca of bodybuilding. Goals in Venice. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. I know the original building, they moved it a couple times or whatever. So if you didn't know, Rick Drayson was the one who actually drew the gold. I think he did Goals and Worlds Gym. He did their emblems. So I think he's selling them on his website at rickdrayson.com. So I'm planning on getting that one of these days with his signature, with the emblem he drew for Goals and Worlds Gym. Yeah, so try to knock this out, and hopefully I have something new for you tomorrow. As far as the election's concerned, I don't know, Trump, it's funny. I never thought Trump was going to even last that long, but Donald Trump is doing pretty good, actually. He don't give a damn. One thing I like about Trump, he has charisma. He says what's on his mind a lot of times. He doesn't have a filter, but that's Donald Trump. That's why people love him. He's not, I don't think he's part of Illuminati. At least not yet anyway. They don't seem to like him. I know they had, the summit that they have, all the rich people get together, the Bilderberger group out in, where they go to, Switzerland or whatever. Shout out to Alex Jones. Alex Jones was talking about how they was trying to go after him because he's not part of the establishment. And if he does win, will he actually do anything? Barack Obama, has he done anything for black people? Has he done anything for people in general? I don't know. He hasn't done anything. Wow. And so we need to get somebody in there, if we can, that'll actually make a difference, Not someone, every time you turn around, he's having a party for celebrities. And what's going on with ISIS? I mean, why hasn't he sent some troops over there? You know what? They should have just left Saddam alone. And he would have took care, because none of these different factions was around when Saddam, because he kept everybody in check. Because I believe that the CIA, which is Alex Jones talks about, other people talked about, the CIA helped to sponsor, and our own government helped to sponsor ISIS. Our own government is evil. Don't get it twisted. Because our government is probably the biggest terror. United States, let's talk about this. I got to talk about it for you. The United States is the biggest terrorist of them all. If you thought, how was this? It was people here, and then when the Europeans, the whites came, the Indians, Native Americans befriended them, and what did they do? They died from the diseases, one, and basically they slaughtered them, killed, raped, tortured hundreds of millions. I believe it was hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions of slaves were killed, tortured, murdered, raped. So who's the biggest terrorist of them all? If you really think about it. United States is like V1, but they always like to talk about other countries. Now, we don't get it. I mean, we don't have it perfect here. I mean, they used to make things here. Now China owns our debt. we don't really make anything in the United States no more. I mean, you could work a factory job and retire with good benefit. Nowadays, forget about it. So, what else we gonna talk? I think you need to get back to this workout. Yeah, because I got a lot of working out to do. So if you got any comments, questions, let me know. Good or bad, I don't expect you to agree with everything I say. And we need to talk about the underground bases that's in not only the United States, but around the world. Alien abductions. And what are aliens? And now that I think about it, I think they are fallen angels masking, as someone put it, fallen angels masking as so-called aliens. All these flying saucers you see around, I believe some of them are our own. United States, got a lot of secrets. The MK Ultra program. I'm telling you, this is going to be more than a bodybuilding. We're going to talk and discuss a lot of stuff. Man, I really need to get in shape, but a lot of underground bases, cloning. I think cloning has been around for since the 50s, around the 50s or so. So, genetic. So, if they got the technology to clone humans and animals, and now they're doing they've been started doing the DNA, splicing human and animal DNA. What's up with that? So, it seems like a lot of things, and I consider myself Christian. I grew up Catholic, but I'm a Christian. I don't consider myself Catholic, but because if you think about it, Catholic religion killed millions of people. And then they continue to rape boys and girls and do all kinds of wickedness. So I'm considering myself Christian. And between the MK Ultra program and then I was hearing, and I believe this is true, that Adolf Hitler didn't kill himself. He was too much of a pussy to kill himself. Yeah, he fled they took his ass to Antarctica. And I believe the Nazis have a base over there. They in cahoots with the fallen angels, or some people call them aliens, or the aliens over there. I believe they still have a base over there. So if you look up Project Paperclip, MK Ultra, Super Soldiers, you'll find out more about that. Super Soldier program, where they get these kids, has to do with bloodlines and like 5 or 3, and they indoctrinate them into this type of Luciferian satanic occult where they rape the kids and torture them and sometimes kill them to split their personalities to create the perfect weapon. And they put chip implants and doing all this occult rituals and this sick stuff. And guess what? Our government is behind that, believe it or not. And I believe that the United States was behind 9/11. Because back then they did have the technology where they could guide radio-controlled planes into buildings. Because if you think about it, even when they was having hearings about that, the guy who was in charge of the FAA, you know what he said? He said he got a call from Dick Cheney saying that, because usually if an airline gets too close to a major city, or areas where it's, they're not supposed to. They'll scramble like military planes to shoot it down or whatever before it could actually do more damage. And Dick Cheney, he said, and he even said that Dick Cheney called off some type of air counter-terrorism where they would shoot down the plane. He said it's called like a no-fly zone or something around major cities. He called the military planes to stand off, and which is kind of odd. And buildings just don't go down like that. That was those buildings were prepped to go down, even if they was hit. Because if you think about it, they were hit like that. They wouldn't go straight down. Maybe part of it might lean or maybe fall off. But it was nuts. So there's a lot of people, high government officials behind that, our own government. There was an excuse just to go over to Iraq, and did you hear that they did find when they first invaded that country? I don't know if it was the first Gulf War. That the first place they went to was the museums, where they kept a lot of ancient artifacts, and they found some things in there that had the military. Basically, they just took it and brought it back, and these things was like, I don't know if they had some type of magical power, because it seemed like a lot of things from the Bible is coming true now. Even and not Alex Jones, George Norrie. Is it George Norrie? It was another guy. He's on AM's 12:10 a.m. Maybe it might be 12:10, 11:50 a.m., 11:80. They talk about aliens and I believe it's true. There was a story that a group of soldiers came across a cave, and I think it was in Afghanistan. And actually, it was a live giant in the cave. He took out a squad of guys. He just killed them. And this giant, I don't know how big he was. He might 10, 15, 25, who knows? God knows how long. If I would have saw that there, I think I would have just died of fright. And he took out a squad of Marines or Army, and then they end up, I guess they killed him. I don't think they even tried to tranquilize him. They finally took him down and took him on one of those big military planes, CH-30 Hercules, and brought it back here. So the military, and if you think about the stuff that you see now, there may be 100 years in advance. So they have the flying saucer technology. They have, they doing HARP, where they could control the weather. They have time travel. This government, they so wicked, man. A lot of them. Alex Jones, he uncovered when he infiltrated when they had those summits, those little get-togethers they do over in California. I forgot what they call that, and where they bring in these young boys and basically these congressmen and multi-millionaires, billionaires of big-headed corporations, so-called straight men, end up and they rape these boys and have sex and all kinds of wicked, worship some stone. It looks like a stone owl. They call him Moloch or something. He's supposed to represent evil and Satan or whatever. And they worship some sick stuff, man. It's sick. This government's sick and twisted. So not only this government, the entertainment area, they worship Lucifer, and they get involved. And it's amazing to me, these so-called artists and a lot of these entertainers, what they're willing to do for to be multi-millionaires, or as I see it, for a few coins of silver and gold. They're willing to sell their soul and blood to the devil. They get fucked in the ass by a group of white men. They give them, they suck their dick, give them a blowjob. That's ridiculous with these guys. These entertainers. And if you think about it, you see some of these actors. He's like, how are these getting these good roles, these movie roles, and you never heard of them before, and you have to wonder. And I think it has a lot to do with, and that movie Eyes Wide Shut. I forgot that director name. I think he was killed because he tried to put a little bit of that in his movie of what these occult satanic rituals when they have an orgy. Now the orgy part I don't mind, and now when you get into worshiping Satan and killing kids and babies and drinking their blood and eating them, that's some sick. Oh, and then I also heard this, that I think a lot of fast food chains, the burger meat, not even fast food, even that they found a lot of these rituals, the satanic rituals, what they do with these kids, because a lot of kids go missing every year. So what they would do after the rituals, the blood sacrifice, they would take them to these places where they slaughter animals and dispose of them, and just grind the meat up in with the beef. And guess what? I probably ate a beef burger when I was eating beef burger that had a human. That basically they found human DNA in some of the burgers. So, I mean, and you can look this up on YouTube. They actually had an investigation that they did find, and they knew it was either a baby or children DNA in the meat. So, oh, I'm glad I stopped eating burgers a long time. I mean, I do eat organic, but God, and this was in the fast food, and I think. I'm not sure if it was in the grocery. So if it's in a fast food, then it could be in the grocery stores too. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm rambling. This government is evil. The entertainment is evil. See, and people want to think Lucifer doesn't exist or Christ, and it's a shame and it hurts me. I was talking to the one guy. He told me, but even with all this wickedness in the world, he didn't even believe in God. I mean, how could you not believe there's a higher power? I mean, he didn't believe, and I felt bad for him because, because everybody has to be judged, and I'm not perfect. I mean, hopefully I go to heaven. I mean, but, to not believe in Jehovah or Yahweh, Jesus Christ is ridiculous, but yeah. So hopefully we can bring more Christians into the fold here. I need to get more into the scripture and start reading verses in the Bible more. That's what I need to do. So, and that's what I have to do. So that's something I need to do. And what I need to do right now, finish doing my workout. So I could jump in the shower. I'll probably read some verses in the Bible. Eating wise, I think I'm eating like 5-6 meals a day, something like that. Yeah, that's about it. Anything else? Nothing else. Anything you want to talk about? I'm not really. Not really into that. What's that? I don't have a computer. This is my computer, my phone. So if you got any questions or whatever, relationship questions you want to ask me, whatever, let me know. I am single, ladies. So, and I prefer someone older than me. I'm going on 50, so you got to be around 50 or over. And around the tri-state area, Philadelphia, Montgomery County, but Montgomery County, PA, Philadelphia, PA, so around the area. Yeah, so that's about it. I don't have really nothing else. What else is there to talk about? The Oregon, okay, one more thing I could talk about, this Oregon thing, where these group of white people took over this government building because they're protesting that these two farmers They was burning something on their field and they got arrested for it. Okay. And they took over a government building. Oh, Lord have mercy. They took over a government building. They were armed. Armed white people taking over the government building, right? And they still alive, believe that or not. How long they been doing it? Has it been over a month? It might have been over a month now. Now, call me wrong, but isn't that considered terrorism? You're not having a peaceful protest. I mean, you're armed. He took over a government building. Oh, Lord. And I have to laugh about that because we live in white America, understand? And white people, they are privileged. Whether you think it or not, they are privileged. And they could barely do whatever they want to do, including get away with murder, which they do a lot of times. And, well, they shot one. I think they shot one the other day. Was it yesterday? But let me turn this around. When if you had a group of armed black men take over my government, and you know the funny thing is, they are being called patriots by their fellow whites, but to me they're terrorists. But let a group of armed black men take over a government building. Let me tell you something. They wouldn't have been there. They would have probably been in there in less than an hour. They would have bombed that damn building. They would have killed everybody. So white people, I mean, when you live in white America, and it is white America, they like I said, they murdered hundreds of millions of Native Americans. Virtually wiped them out and got them in these little plantations. Women, babies, men. They brought slaves over here, murdered, tortured, raped them. Hundreds of millions. And I don't think it was a few million. It was hundreds of millions. And a lot of them didn't even make it over here. They just, they threw them overboard. But, well, they died during the transition. But I'm not saying all white people are bad, because all of them are not. Some of them gave their lives for... They were against slavery, and they put their family. And I'm not saying all white people, and not all black people are good either. There's some bad ones out there. But what I'm trying to say, there's a difference in white and black as far as how they're treated in the judicial system, how they're treated in employment, and other ways. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully one day, there'll be no racism. Things are a little better because they just can't hang. Well, hey, I can't say that because certain areas of this country, if you're black and you're in the wrong place at the wrong